Hi everyone, and welcome to this live stream of the England-Australia quarterfinal. We're not going to be showing the game on this stream, of course, all sorts of copyright issues there. This is purely going to be looking at the game, chatting as we go along. If anybody, hopefully a few people will join me in the live chat. I'm also expecting the likes of Henrik Swart and Oracle Rugby to join me at some point. We will be focusing on the betting angle as well. I'll have some live betting stream from Sunbet. We can track the live odds, see how things go there, and just generally chat about anything that happens. No doubt we'll have a few referee incidents to talk about as well. In fact, just as we're getting going here, I see Henrik's already come on board. Henrik, how are you? Morning to you.
Morning, Brent. I'm good in yourself.
Good, man. Good. I'm looking forward to this first live stream, and I know Oracle's quite excited about it as well. We've got the small matter of our 500 Rand bet on it, and I've gone England minus 8.5, and Oracle's gone the plus 8.5. Where's your money? Unfortunately, you couldn't come on the show last night with load shedding. Where's your money going?
Yeah, I just posted on the forum just after you posted it, a few guys against you. I'm taking England to win the game at under 50.5 points at 0.84. So yeah, I'm not getting involved in the handicap, and so yeah, I've taken a bit more points in the 50.5, and I think England should do enough to win the game. And I'm also watching the Wellington game on my laptop at the moment. I've got the TV on the England and Australia, and then the laptop, the Wellington up 24-0 after 47 minutes. So best bet looking very good there for me.
Excellent. Well, feel free to stay on this stream, but anytime you want to step out, just message me in the private chat. I'll remove you and bring you back as you want to come in and out. If you don't want to be on the whole time, if ever you want to come on and comment about something, certainly I'm sure at halftime we want to give a good study of the betting.
Yeah. So what handicap did you take, Brent?
I took England. I ended up taking the minus 7.5 as my biggest bet at 17 to 20, and then I did take some minus 8.5 as I put in the newsletter there at 19 to 20 as well. I'm a little bit nervous just in terms of the likes of Southpaw on the forum, Coyle. There's a few. I'm not as nervous about the Oracle, if I must be totally honest. But
my son,
who's the young fan coming in there?
Yeah, my son checking what's going on. So yeah, you're not getting involved in the points.
No, I didn't. I must say, if anything, on all of these quarters, I'd probably be an unders play on all of these quarterfinals. I think things are going to get tight. I think the fact that England have picked let's call it a heavy-looking side, if I can put it that way, shows that they're going to play a grinding game, and I think the same can be said even for the box tomorrow. So, yeah, unders points would have been my play, but I'm involved enough, and I've also just took a bit of 9-2 at Sunbet that England would win the tournament because I didn't have enough involvement on them. So I want to see how things go. And of course, looking forward to the Ireland game later as well. That's also going to be a classic. But I've just, although the new All Blacks will probably win that, I'm worried about a scenario where I don't back England and then Ireland beat, they go through and Ireland beat New Zealand and suddenly England go like sort of 22 to 10 or something stupid. So I've managed to get on there at that price.
Yeah, I'm on England. Before the tournament, I took 11 to 2 on them. So I'm on England already. I took the box this week because I'm pretty sure the box is going to make the final. So I took some 7 to 2 on the box as well yesterday. Yeah, I like the unders in the next game as well. I like that of all the quarterfinals, I like the unders the strongest in the New Zealand Ireland game.
Yes, I think you saw my preview on that one as well. I was very bullish on that. You look at the history between the sides. It just hasn't been a lot of points in recent encounters, and I think. Ireland are really going to base their game around defence. I think they kept New Zealand trialists the last time when they beat them. Not necessarily expecting that. But I did see something like 66 to 1 that there wouldn't be a try in the game, and I thought I don't know if that's still around, but I thought that was pretty good value. But I've got a feeling that might be gone now.
Yeah, I actually earlier in the week there was a lot of rain predicted, and then it was actually rain predicted for game time as well, but that prediction changed. The rain has stopped now. So yeah,
okay.
Just stepped away a bit because my kids are fighting.
I think this will be interesting. It's certainly not going to be a case of talking for the entire 160 minutes. I don't think we'll have some moments of silence. But looking forward, Oracle did say he'd probably be about 10 minutes late. I must tell you, I've got the 500 Rand, even 500 Rand Oracle here that I can
showing him the money.
Show him the money, So we'll see how that goes. But I'm Sam. I couldn't sleep last night, Henrik. I was looking so forward to these games. If anything, I'm looking forward to these two games today more. yes, South Africa, Japan. I mean, I do like South Africa on the minus. I'm going to be involved there, no doubt about that. But I'm really, really looking forward to these games, and certainly the first one is probably my biggest financial involvement of the day. And I might well look at in-running options and see if I can get further involved as well.
Yeah, I've only got the one bet down on this one and then the next one, but I'm also going to look in running. Yeah, the next game I'm actually going to join my good friend Johan Lopsha at the Durbanville race course and watch the game there. So might play a bit of a pick six or a bipod as well.
Yeah, I must say I was actually thinking about it now because we were meant to have people over later, but plans changed because my son had a party he had to go to, and I was thinking I'd like to go watch that New Zealand Ireland game somewhere. So I'll maybe mention it later on if there's any guys in Joburg who in the Rampart Ridge area want to get together for the game. I'd be keen to go to a pub or something to watch that one because I think it's going to be a cracking game. I see the boys are walking out now for the anthems. It's been interesting, Henrik. There hasn't been a lot of movement in the handicaps this week, really, on any of the games, but in particular on this game. It's been hell of a stable, suggesting punters are coming for both sides.
I think the history is in Australia's favour. So there's a lot of guys coming in from history, but this is a very good English side, and it's the Eddie Jones factor, and the defence is very good. So I think you're good with the minus because England's defence is so good. But yeah, I think most of the guys backing Australia because of their good history in World Cups, and but lately England has been all right against Australia, beating Australia 3-0 last year in Australia. So yeah, I think the smart money should be on England on the minus here.
Welcome to Chris, who was one of the winners on the GG Gaming Gone Mad show last night. Swing low, and that was my Facebook post this morning as well. Swing low, Sweet Chariot. I was even watching a few different versions of Swing low, Sweet Chariot, including the Johnny Cash version, just to get me in the mood. So welcome to Chris, or welcome to LB as well. Made it into the live chat, guys. Yeah, this should be a bit of fun. We'll see how it goes. I've got absolutely no idea what to expect. I've just seen a number of guys have been doing these live feeds and thought we'd give it a go. I'm also, Henrik, I don't know about you, but when I watch a rugby game, I tend to get quite emotional as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. I suppose it all depends on how close the game goes. But if it comes down to a bad decision or something from the ref, we may have to censor some of what I say.
Yeah, I can imagine some of your tweets. I can see the anger in your tweets. So it's interesting to hear how you go live. Over the years, I was much more emotional, but the last few years I've tempered it down with the betting. So I'm not that emotional anymore. I actually, I cheer more for turnovers than I would for tries and ref decisions.
Yes. You love nothing more than the old collapse scrum there. Just having a look at Sunday's current betting. So this is now, obviously, we just, what have we got? 1 minute 24 officially before kickoff. There's minus 7.5, still 17 to 20. I just want to scroll down and have a look at the points line. 44.5 points. What did you get under 50.5 in England to win, hey, Henrik?
Yes, I did that at 0.84. So
okay, where did you take that?
I took it at Betway.
At Betway, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I like that, and I will take the under 44.5 as well. But I just took the extra bit of points, and I think England should win the game. If Australia win the game, I think it might be an overs game. I can't see it be under if Australia win because Australia's defense isn't as good as England's defense.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Just tell me from a sound perspective. I've got the commentary and the anthems on in the background. It doesn't interfere too much with the audio.
No, I only hear you. I don't hear the sound of you.
Oh, that's excellent. I was a bit worried about that.
My TV is on mute at the moment.
Sorry?
I said my TV is on mute at the moment. So,
okay.
Canterbury just butchered the try against Wellington.
Excellent. So look, we know in the live chat that we know Chris is on England. LB, I think you say England look a beast, but I always strip up the quarters. I think that's a good point. I mean, Australia got a very good World Cup record, and I'm hoping England put it to bed today. But I mean, interesting. I see they're showing him now as well. The whole Australian backline. What do you think their tactics are going to be there, Henrik? They're gonna be running hard at the English or trying to spread the ball wide.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try and take it wide. England should try and close them down. But Australia should keep the ball in hand. Michael Checo has said that they don't have a kicking game; they only have a running game. And with Bataya outside centre, he's got some pace and he's still young, 19-year-old. So I think Australia's going to come out and try and run England off the park, the heavy England pack. I'm not sure it's going to work, but I think that's going to be the tactics. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're going to have to try and move it around as far as possible. I must just also apologize if there's a loud scream every now and again in the background. It's my son on his Xbox. Geez, he gets emotional. I thought I got emotional, but he really, really does. Just welcome to Kevin Turner joining us in the live chat. Kevin, how's it going, man? Where's your money? Let us know where your bets are down on this game. And yeah, it should be a good one. There's one of your favorites. What's going to be interesting, Henrik, with this live feed is, of course, we all tend to get the feeds at different times. So I know Gavin, for example, says he's coming in, but he's watching, I think, with his DSTV app. So he's probably going to be a good 45 seconds behind us. So yeah, it's going to be the guys who are watching behind are going to have spoilers because, I mean, the rest of us are going to be shouting or cheering. And yeah, we'll have to just see what happens there. I see they're getting ready on your TV. Are they getting? Are they
getting ready? You see?
Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, you and I almost. Yeah, we're aligned. Right, that's good news. Something else is I'm going to have the. I don't know if Sunbet do another feed or if they just carry on from this one, but I'll have the Sunbet feed on as well. And it's interesting to see that often just before something happens, the betting suspends, and then you know that the bookmakers actually put a feed that's slightly quicker than your feed. At the moment, though, absolutely no movement to the betting. It's very, very stable, and we'll see what happens there now.
I'm just going to put my TV's sound on. I just hope it doesn't interfere. Okay, so my sound is on now.
It seems fine to me. I can't pick up any problems. Morning to Chris Sturdy. Chris, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. Hope you've managed to get going with a bit of exercise. I know his legs have been giving him a few problems. And Chris, what's your call on this one, mate? England on the handicap, please. I'll be just making a point there. Okay, yeah. Chris is keen to join as well, so let me send Chris the link.
Yeah, let him get on.
Yeah, let's get him into the show. Chris, I'm sending that now, mate. It'll be with you very shortly. And it's on its way. Oh, Garcia is one of my favorites, eh? Oh, man. I know you love the French refs, Henrik.
No, I don't mind the French refs. I really like the French refs. I know they get a lot of criticism, especially from South Africans, but I like the French refs. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Chris has gone over 45.5 points. That's interesting.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. So he's hoping Australia can score a few.
Yeah, that's it. So I see we've had the kickoff now, and Australia almost holding England up there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, in early stages, especially when you're on the minus, you don't want your team to fall behind.
Yeah, a big gripe for me in rugby, Brent, is sides struggle to exit. That's all right exit from England. But yeah, it so often happens that the one team score points and then the other team score again because the team can't exit. I just can't. Yeah, I understand how coaches can't coach them to exit properly. It's not that difficult, surely.
Yeah, that's it. And it also shows, I guess, how important the whole strategy of where you play the game is. Because the fact that teams struggle to exit like that shows how important it is to be in the other team's half. Because you can really, I noticed in the World Cup group stages, even the weaker teams could pin other teams, you know, the Uruguays and that could pin some of the bigger boys down for a while. So Australia running, oh, shit.
Yo.
My first swear word went out. I think we can safely say there'll be a few of those coming out today. Yo.
My wife is just getting us some breakfast, so I'm going to pop out soon, and then I'll pop in later. Don't mind.
Yeah, pop in and out as you want. If you want, just tell me when you want to go, and I'll just hide you. Then you don't.
Hopefully, okay. Chris can come in before I go.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be in. Now, Oracle should be joining us shortly. Good start for Australia here.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Oh shit! There's a gap. That's a good tackle.
England, it is very, very important, the England team, to keep them out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a 3-point concession here, but no more than that. In fact, this is England.
Again.
Shit. This is going to be a tense game, eh?
That is very important.
Laws has already made a couple of big hits, eh?
Oh, there's the knock. Good stuff.
That's it. Right, let's have our first scrum.
Okay, Brent, I'm gonna pop out. I'll join you
Your
later
100. I
again.
think Chris is in there. Let me say how's it, Tim. Cheers, Henrik. Just message in the private chat when you're back.
I'll do that. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Can you hear me?
Hey, Brent. How's it going?
Yeah, good, and you, man?
Me?
Yeah, 100%, man. Looking forward to this game.
Yeah, looking forward to this. Hey, it's been a long week without any matches.
I tell you what, I've been gagging.
Absolutely. So yeah, I went over 45, Brent. Small bet. I went over 45 and a half points. Small bet. Yeah,
if there was an overs
I toyed with the minus, and there was quite a minus, but I think the Wallabies will give them a battle, you know.
Yeah, I've got -7.5, and also I've got a bit of -8.5 as well. And then of course Oracle will be joining us at some point. I've got even 500 with him from last night's show, so that'll be quite an interesting one as well. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. And I'm happy for the guys to talk about any bookmakers when they talk prices and stuff. But I'll just be linking into the live betting with Sunbet. So let me try and get the screen going. Let's have a look. It looks like all the prices might be down at the moment, possibly because of the position on the field. We'll just keep an eye on that. But it's going to be interesting to see the betting movements in that, Chris, because Henrik and I were just saying now there wasn't a lot of movement during the week on this game. It seems like in the Good for the Game forum that we got a real even split of guys. Some of them, quite a few guys seem to be on Australia as well as on England. What's the decision here?
Yeah, well, I had a look at quarterfinals, Rugby World Cup 2015 quarterfinals. There was three out of 4 were pretty high-scoring games. I mean, New Zealand absolutely mullered France. But if you remember the Wallabies and Scotland, the controversial finish, you know, there was 70-odd points or so in that one.
It was 35-34, something ridiculous, that game. Yeah, it was the Craig Jabir one.
Yeah.
Chris seems to have lost his link there, so I'm sure he'll be joining us back in there. But interesting, a little free kick here for Australia now. The rubbing of the almost mandatory rubbing of the opposition prop's head to try and show him that you've got dominance. I think it's a bit early in the game for that. But this scrum is certainly an area I'll be looking at with interest, because I'm hoping that England would dominate. But it looks like England have gone down there. Ooh, I think they're a little bit lucky that Garces is going to reset that one. And I know Hendrik Swat, who's on unders points, is pretty happy with the reset. Chris Sturdy, of course, is going to be less happy with that one. I suppose Australia happy with the start to the game. They've kept the ball in hand. They've got an attacking scrum. Last time I looked, it was considered attacking enough. But yeah, the betting is still suspended there. Yeah, as Kevin has pointed out, the scrum has taken sort of 3 minutes already. It's geez, now it goes the other way, the free kick. So very interesting. I mean, I'm not convinced these refs know what's going on most of the time, to be quite honest. And having a look at some of the 1995 footage the other day, I was amazed at how quickly they set the scrum and just got on with the job. And I actually don't buy the safety element of it. I don't think scrumming is any less dangerous than it used to be. And there we go. There's a guy injured in that scrum. I think this whole set, pause, engage is absolute nonsense. And I should just go back to forming the scrum as quickly as possible and letting the guy sense when to bind and go down. That's my view on scrums. You're probably going to get my view on quite a few things over the next period of time, because, of course, we've got a lot of time to chat on this one. Nice clearing kick by England there. It's going to be an Australia line-out. There's also another interesting area. I'm hoping that England will contest in these areas, but let's see what happens. First one, certainly quite straightforward to Oz. Plenty of ball for Australia early. I'd like England to get their mitts on it at some point. Ooh. Hodge nearly getting through. That's some fierce. Okay, it could be a penalty, England. Come on now. Penalty, England. Ooh. Tough call. Go over there. Atoje. Ooh. Okay, England will get a chance to get their hands on the ball now. At least it's been a while. Aussie contesting. The Youngs has overkicked that one. This is going to be interesting. Oof. Come on, penalty, come on. I don't think the start suits England. They'll be happy with their defence so far, but ooh, okay, fair enough. It's gone up Valana, but I think Australia will be happy with the fact that they're managing to stretch this England team, and England will want to slow things down a little bit, I believe. Come on, England. Oof, some good tackling. I'm assuming most of you guys have got TVs on, but if anyone does want me to give the running comms on where the ball is on the field and that, I'm more than happy to do so. I'll probably do it anyway because I tend to talk to myself during these games, so it'll probably come quite naturally. England have got possession now just inside the 10. Ooh, good tackle. Oh, man, that's not good. It's not good at all. Ooh, Beale looking good. Yes, Australia are dangerous on the break. No doubt about that. I'm sure this is going to end up in at least a 3-pointer for us. That's high. Yeah, there goes the arm. High tackle. Ooh, very good start by Australia, I must say. A little bit concerned early on. Not overly so, though. In the old days, that wouldn't have been a high tackle, but certainly given the current rules now, don't really have an issue with it as such. Who's the English player knocked the ball on there? Beale still looks good. I mean, this guy's been playing for a while. It's amazing that he still turns in such quality. I think Australia, someone was saying, I don't know if it was on our show or the forum, or someone was saying how crucial Beale is to this team, and I have to agree. Kevin making the point, where was this Beale in Super Rugby? And that's fair to say as well. And these Australians all look a totally different proposition to what they did in Super Rugby. Should be a pretty easy kick, but this is going to be another crucial area. You think that potentially England have got the better place kickers, so maybe an area that they can gain an edge. We'll have to see. If any of you guys are watching, if possible, give the video a share on Twitter or something like that. Let the guys know we're going to be talking betting, particularly at halftime. It's going to be quite interesting to see how the markets change. I'll have a look after this. I'm pretty sure now England will come into about -3.5, -4.5 after this kick, especially on the back of a very strong Australian opening. Chris, I see your message. No problem, mate. Just chatting away there. If you can come back in, do so. Otherwise, we'll just keep going like this. We already 24 minutes into the show, 11 minutes into the match. So it's Australia 3-0. Let's have a look at. I must be on the wrong link here. I'm not seeing any betting. Let's have a look here. Oh, good tackle. Not sure why the feed's not coming through properly, but we've got over 39.5 points as the current line. There we go. Come on. Nice attacking scrum for England now. Three-peat, welcome from Christchurch. I can tell you Henrik is watching. He popped on and he'll pop on again later. He's watching the Canterbury Wellington game, so feel free to give us a score update there. I know most of the boys on the forum were quite keen on Wellington in this game. I'm not sure which way you went, but yeah, keep us updated with the score there. Must be pretty, what is it in New Zealand now? No, what is it? Night time now, hey? In New Zealand, it must be sort of 8, 9 o'clock at night, I would imagine. Just on the Sunbet site. Look at their betting here. That looks better. Still minus 7.5, so I haven't lost too much ground on the handicap at this stage. I suppose it's with the attacking scrum. It's amazing how quickly the guys do adjust the betting. Let's put the betting up there. See if it suspends, that means there's something happening for England. Ooh, good scrum, Australia, I think. But now England have got the upper hand now. Expect to see the arm from Garces. Oh, the arm came, but it's for another scrum, not for the penalty, unfortunately. $21.19 now is at 2 Wellington, it looks like, three-peat. And yeah, welcome, Shane. Good to have you on the show as well. Yeah, guys, let us know in the live chat how your bets are looking. I'll just refresh my bet. I think most people know what I'm on here. I'm on England minus 7.5. I'm also on minus 8.5. And then I've got 500 Rand even with Oracle, who should be joining us at some point on the show as well. Can be quite interesting if things get tense and Oracle and I are on opposite sides. I think things could be very interesting indeed. Right, another big scrum. I've got a feeling this ends in a penalty one way or another, either to England or Australia. Let's see what happens. See if I can read this ref correctly. No, didn't go that far. Ooh, that was an interesting pass and a very good one, actually. Good footwork. Whoosh, that looked a bit loose. Go! This is nice physical stuff from England here. Come on, boys. Let's finish this, baby. Oh, that pass should have gone from George. Oh. Ooh. What a great tackle, Australia. Credit there, lads. Ooh, he's in for the steal, and he's got it. Shove it. That's what England have got to watch out for. Well played, Australia. I'll give you credit on that one, boys. Just hope we can pressure them. Very well played, Australia. Excellent defence. But I saw some encouraging signs there from England, I've got to say. Some encouraging signs on attack there for the English. Not a lot of change to the betting there, still 7.5 the cap. Ooh. I say Australia have thrown themselves nicely into these tackles. But that's some good attacking. Go, boys. Oh, he's got speed, this boy. Nice play. It looks like England are looking to stretch Australia here, which is a good sign, I think. Oh, what a run. What an angle. Come on. Go, boys. This must be. Get in. Yeah. Okay. First try to England. And I love the way they scored that try. I must say that was encouraging. It was good. Shane, thanks for sharing your bets there. I'll just pop them up on the screen. But nice one for England there. I like the way they ran, and I thought they showed a few new things in the back line there. A couple of moves I haven't seen before, running lines I haven't seen before. I really do believe we're going to see that a lot in the quarterfinals, guys. The teams have not been showing their hands in the group stages, and I think Ireland are another one, even New Zealand as well, but Ireland are another one who are going to show some things today that we haven't seen from them before. Well, very pleased they finished. I must admit, I did consider the Johnny May first try at 7-1. Of course, considering it and placing it are two different things. I certainly wish I had. But what a great try there by Johnny May. I wonder what Couch Critic went in his previews. It'd be interesting to know what he went. Let's have a squiz at the betting there. England minus 11.5 at even money there at Sunbet now. I just want to scroll a bit down and have a look. See if I can make the screen a bit bigger. I always battle with these zooms. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's have a look here what we can do. Let's have a look at the total points line after that. So minus 10.5 England at 9-10. Oops, hit the chat button by mistake. I find a lot of these bookmakers' websites got buttons like that where you hit them by mistake the whole time. They should have a please remove me button on them, I must admit. Let's have a look at that kick. Straight down the middle. Absolute quality. 43.5 now total points. Chris, you're still very much in the running with your overs play. So nothing to be too concerned about there. And let's go up there. Minus 10.5 now the handicap. So they're certainly happy with that. Chris is going to go have a look what Couch Critic went for there. English fans in the ground understandably happy. That was a nice. I like that try. Because I felt they didn't have to work too hard for it. Just quite encouraging. Lovely kickoff. Very nice, but well taken by England. I was mentioning to Henrik, I don't think we had many guys joined us early just before the show. I took a bit of 9-2 England to win the tournament, also at Sunbet, just before the show. I just got a sneaky feeling about Ireland today. And if Ireland and England go through, then England's price will shorten tremendously. Ooh, I mustn't talk too soon, though, because, great running by Australia there. Yeah, Chris saying he backs Farrell's kicking. I've always said, and I know people will disagree with me, but for me, Farrell's the first guy on my team sheet. I think he's absolutely supposed to go. We've got to intercept here. Just don't know if he's got the wheels. He does have some support. No, don't kick, dude. Okay, good kick. Johnny May in the corner. Get in. Oh, where's Oracle? Oh, hold on. We've got Rugger Buggers popping into the stream. Yeah, Rugger Bugger, how you, mate?
Swing low, BG.
Swing low, sweet chariot. It's too early to get excited, but certainly, look, it was a lovely intercept. But Johnny May, if he gets a bit of space, no doubt about it. I don't know about you, though. I thought it was the wrong option initially to kick here. I thought he could have tried over the top.
In GG Gaming's 100 grand thing, I did say England win with Johnny May scoring the first try. So
okay, so you're in.
I'm alive.
Only 4 more legs to go.
Only 4 more legs, but we'll take it.
This was Couch. I just wanted to look at Couch Critic's bets in his preview. He said England to lead by 1 to 8 points at halftime and win by 13 or more. Okay, I like that, except I'm hoping they lead by more than 1 to 8 points at the break. And tell me, Sean, while we got a little gap here, how did your son's action cricket go? Did they win last night?
They just came short, 14 runs, but now he's playing hockey at the moment, so we all scrambling to get a DSTV connection.
Are you on the side of the field there now?
Yeah, I'm just they're on a half time now, so now I've just wanted to see. While I saw Johnny May get over, I thought I'd join the tour.
Excellent. Well, enjoy the game, but yeah, you must just pop in anytime you want.
No, pop in after the next round.
Yeah. So what's the score now at halftime?
In his game, he's 3-0 down.
3-0 down. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to back his team plus 5.5. Okay, they'll come. They won't lose the second half 3-0. They'll do better in the second half.
Nah, Brent, keep your money for the Oracle. Keep your money for the Oracle. I'm not going to take it.
Okay, shot, Rugger Bugger. Cheers, mate. Ciao. Right, great kicking again. Come on, England. Minus 17.5. Okay, back down to minus 15.5. Let's go, boys. Chris Sturdy also pointing out there that one of the other bets for Couch Critic was Cowan Dickey last try at 16 or 17 to 1 there. The interesting one that. Oh, it's good of Rugger Bugger to pop in there at half time of his kids' hockey match. They desperately try to get a DSTV connection. I must say one thing, we've had load shedding here. In fact, I'm hoping it doesn't hit during the game. I haven't checked the schedule. But the problem with load shedding is it affects the cell phone signals as well. So not only don't you have Wi-Fi, but your jolly cell phones don't work. So it's an absolute nightmare. And I'm very impressed with Gavin Oracle's connection last night on the show because he also had load shedding. But he actually he managed to connect quite well. Come on, England. Oh, contesting. Go, boys. Go. Right. Australia in their own half at the moment. Keeping ball in hand, but I like him English tackling at this stage. It could get... bad pass by Genia, very well recovered by Beale. Hoping to see an England player running onto it. Yeah, Daly. Interesting to see Daly has a bang from long range. It's penalty Australia. Pity about that, but fair enough. I think it was a good call. So far, I hate to say it, but Garcia seems to be having quite a good game, actually, which I don't say very often, I must tell you. Chris making the point here that he wants it to be closer. Aussies like their second half comebacks when they're behind. Very true, very true. If you just got to think of that Wales game at one stage, that's a brilliant touch finder. At one stage in that Welsh game, what was it, 26-8 to Wales? And they came right back. I was on Wales to win straight. I think I was at 8-10 that game. And I tell you what, I had nervous moments there. I really thought they were going to come back. But still, this is going to be, even that game, even though it was an important group match, both of those teams effectively knew they were going through to the quarters. It's going to be very different where you've got teams forced to play and throw everything at it. Good attacking move, roll over at the back of the ruck. Is he held him up? He's held him up. Oh, no. I thought he'd held him up. Oh, gosh. It was rather too easy for the Aussie lock. Oof. Okay, penalty. Here comes the penalty. It could even be something more, maybe not. Ooh, this is looking good by Oz. Okay, I'm actually happy to concede the penalty as long as they don't concede a card. Let Oz have 3 points here. I assume they'll go 3 here. Okay. We're 25 minutes in, 14-3 at the moment to Australia. There we go. I must say, Chris is over 45.5. Looking a lot better after that little burst from England. Shane asking me the question, are you going to hedge at half-time if you get a nice Australia plus number? And I'll type up the answer there for you, Shane. No. I am quite big on this game, but I'm not ridiculously big that I want to give away any potential profits. And ultimately, I'll back England to pull away and beat the handicap. I think they're going to be too strong for this Aussie side, so I'll keep the faith. So I won't be hedging at all at halftime. To anyone new to betting, of course, hedging is the ability to take a different line or play a different price if you get into a good position. You can also trade out of bad positions, but I definitely don't enjoy doing that. Let's have a look. 3-Pete says he's getting involved. Now, 3-Pete is sitting there in New Zealand, and he's getting into the game. Australia, plus 17.5 points start. England v Australia at 1.9. Okay, 3-Pete, fair enough. I don't mind if you hit your plus 17.5, as long as it doesn't threaten my minus 8.5 England, then I've got no issues with that. Right, England kicking off now. Nice high one. I must say, very good kick off. This should be challenged, but not challenged, but pulled down quickly. I tell you what, I wouldn't like to run into Vinapula, the old English 8th man, or for that matter, his brother. They are powerful brutes. Is he running it a little bit from there? Oh, Beale going for a really risky kick. I think he might live to regret that one. That was that was a very interesting and risky kick. It shows perhaps where Australia are mentally in that they're just going to try. Go, George. Great run. They're just going to try and surprise England, but I think that could backfire, and it could backfire potentially quite big time against Australia there. Let's swing it, Johnny. Oh, no. It's been disappointing, hey? He's the only one who hasn't really impressed so far. So anyway, Australia get away with it. In fact, they may get away with a lot more than that. Well played. Oh, knock on. No. Okay, penalty England. Okay, I'll take that. But lucky there, England. I thought they should have taken advantage of. I really think they should have taken advantage of Australia's bit of a strange kick from Beale. What's happening now? Oh no, it's going to be a scrum. It looks like. What's the decision here? Okay, went to the Englishman. I think a scrum's probably the right call there. We'll see. Henrik's come back. Henrik, how are you, man? How are you enjoying the game so far?
Brent, had a good breakfast. Now, Australia started well, and then England came back. The second try, a bit lucky, but England looking quite strong. I'm not that fond of all the scoring, a bit too much points for my liking so far, but England is good.
Yeah, I've got 20 points in 27 minutes. Although I often find these games, particularly a knockout game like this, it starts quickly. At some stage, the points dry up, and I'll definitely be having a look at the total points line at halftime, depending on the situation. Because if England did they opt for the scrum, Chris? That's interesting. I didn't realize that. If England can, get on top, then I could also see them just playing a very conservative game and sort of trying to grind the match out, which could. There we go, England penalty.
Yeah, that's my thinking exactly. I'm also lining up an underplay at halftime.
Yeah. So, what do you think of that penalty there? I thought maybe England a little bit fortunate there.
I missed that one.
I'll have a look now. They'll show.
I'll show it again, yeah. But I missed it. I looked down at my phone now, so I missed it.
I thought maybe the Aussies were a little bit unlucky there, but let's see. It'll be nice to bang 3 points over here and just settle the nerves.
Here's the replay.
Shane just saying, how's it
it's so easy these days. Every tackle is dangerous tackle.
Yeah. No, it's so true. Now, I mean, look, I guess the game is what it is. We just have to accept it. I mean, I think.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, and I've said it, as much as I still enjoy a good rugby game, and I mean, a game like this I'll always enjoy. I've become perhaps more of a rugby punter than a rugby fan these days, because if I didn't have bets on some of these games during the year, I'm not sure that I would get that involved. Let's see.
So you won't watch this much rugby.
That's it. Let's see if we can get Chris back on a decent feed. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, I think my problem might have been the streaming. The kids are on the Wi-Fi as well, so I've asked them to knock it off for a while and see if I have more luck this time. Overs looking all right, hey?
I'm sure. Yeah. The overs is looking okay.
17-6. I'm halfway there.
I'm not that happy about the points, Chris, but you're looking good.
And Henrik, I see Wellington won.
I'm halfway there with half an hour gone, eh?
Yeah. Wellington won easily, Brent. Canterbury scored a few consolation tries, but the result was never in doubt.
Okay, well, great call there.
Thanks.
Yeah, a very enjoyable game so far, I must say. I'd like to see England.
I just want to point out as well, I'm claiming beer of the day.
Jeez, well done, Chris. What's it, 9:49?
I'm in the first. I don't think anybody else is.
Well, I'm about an hour away from my first one.
Yeah. Are you going to have a beer first, or are you going straight into the brandy and Coke?
No. Yes, a few beers first.
I'm very impressed with the old first beer of the day before 10 o'clock in the morning. Well played, mate.
Yeah, well, actually, Brent, I'll tell you a story now. I'm only supposed to have beers for health reasons, and on Saturday I usually limit myself to one, and I won't game Sunderland football, my team, which is usually a 4 o'clock kickoff, so it could be a long day.
Yeah, I've got a feeling I'm going to get through more than one. That's for sure. Oh dear. Yo, some hard tackling coming in here.
Points now, total points now at 50.5. The quote. 51.5.
Yeah, I didn't have a big enough bet where I could consider taking any cover, but I'd like another score before half time. Go on, Watson.
Yes, if Watson's got speed, he was almost away there.
Nice show and go.
Yeah.
Welcome to another one of our New Zealand. I think R3v3, if I'm not mistaken, you're based in New Zealand.
Yeah, he's
Same
from New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Basically saying what the hell Australia doing. Here's Hodge on the run now. Oh, good tackle. Gee, that was a nice tackle.
Oh.
And a knock on.
Yeah.
Now we scrum, gentlemen. Now we scrum.
So if there isn't another score for half time, the quote is probably going to be the same as pre-game, about 45.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if there's a score, it should be around 50.
Yeah, having a look here. Sunbet 50.5, as you say.
That's 50
I guess
now.
even another England penalty would suit me. You think
Yeah.
England just got 3 more, it would suit me, yeah? Because the more they stretch the lead, the more the Aussies are going to have to chuck it around in the second half.
Brent, has Oracle been in yet?
He hasn't, and he did say he would only be about 10 minutes late, so I was a little bit surprised. I'll probably send him a WhatsApp and just find out everything's okay. May just be struggling for connection or something like that, you know.
Maybe plans changed.
Yeah, you never know with old Oracle there. Maybe Granny got hold of him and locked him away so he couldn't do any damage.
Hope for his sake.
That's it.
And for his sake.
Maybe load shedding?
He said load shedding doesn't affect him.
Yeah, he's got a 30 gig package.
Okay.
I was just saying earlier on the show that I've got a router with a 20 gig package, but when we have load shedding, the Blooming Vodacom signal goes down pretty much as well. So it doesn't actually help me during load shedding. But he seemed okay last night on the show. I mean, he was doing the show by candlelight last night. And he seemed fine. So he claims it doesn't suit him. What's Shane saying here? For those who like flat racing, Ascot hosts Group 1 card. Stradivarius John Gosden is one of my plays. So that's one thing about guys who follow us on Good for the Game and come on our shows. We pretty much bet on everything, don't we, lads?
Yeah. This English Premiership rugby started as well, and last night Bristol were pretty good against Bath, and there's a few games this afternoon as well. So I'll probably get involved at much lower stakes, obviously. But I always like having an interest. Because
I didn't watch the Bath game, but they played jolly well, eh? I mean, they ran away with that game in the end. Yeah,
Nathan Hughes and Charles Piutau, they were on fire. Nathan Hughes his first game for Bristol.
I reckon that kick over that little chip was one more bounce away from being perfect.
Yeah.
It's got to in time.
England speaking game of good, eh?
Couch critic, guys, is he up north? I saw something on Facebook. He's gone
to the Kruger Park, I think. He's taking a break for 10 days or so. You know, Chris, we were saying last night on the show, I mean, he was off work for 6 weeks. He's been back for a week and now he's taken leave. You know, I mean, that 1 week of work must have really taken it out of him.
So he's not working this year.
Yeah, was it ankle ligaments?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was out he was off work for about 6 weeks.
Yeah. And December holidays is just around the corner.
He's got a TV in wherever he is in Kruger.
Yeah, you'll be watching the game, I'm sure of that.
He did message me to say they had the generator connected up wherever he is, and they were going to have TV.
Total points still at 2.5.
Come on, England.
See another score for half time.
Oh, what he knocked it.
I'm glad scoring. Sorry, Chris, but I'm glad the scoring has stopped a bit.
Yeah, Henrik. Oh, penalty ask.
I'm not sure whether you saw on the forum, Chris, but I'm on England game and under 50.5 points. So if you're on over 45.5, so we're looking
Okay.
for 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 points in the game, then we both smile. And England win.
We've got a middle. We was
Yeah.
both happy. Yeah. What were you guys going for in the game? What was the general consensus for that match? Because I haven't really got an opinion on that, but I fancy having a bet.
Under 43.5 points for me there, Chris. I don't know if the line has moved at all, but for me, under 43.5.
Yeah, I like that strong as well. I like the unders there.
Ooh, shit. Heavy's through.
Okay.
Yes, England have suddenly.
Just before half time, they should keep them out now. Oh, yes, turnover.
Ball's lost. Turnover.
Turnover by own family.
Young.
Oh, it's knocked.
Oh, knocked on. Okay, but I'll take that over that attacking move by Oz.
Yeah, the points at Sunbet, the New Zealand Island points line is 42.5 now, so it's dropped 1 point. Anything over 40, I'll still take unders.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I would also.
Even maybe New Zealand to win the game and under 40.5 for a bit of value as well on the price.
And Chris, you got anything for us in the football this weekend? Anything you like?
No. Yeah, there was a couple today. Just bear with me, Brent. I'll just break up first. I'll have a look because there was a couple of I liked, and I think they were today's matches, but I didn't go too far in Premier League.
I see. Well, I saw earlier the Proteas actually said what. Oh, no, India covered.
I take this as a halftime score now, 17-6.
Yeah, this is perfect for my unders as well. I'll take this. Need to keep Australia out there. I see the points line has dropped 2 points now, 48.5.
I think I'm hearing someone's TV just a little bit in the background, but not too bad.
Yeah, I'm hearing some music as well. It's not by me.
Can we mute Chris? I just want to see the Chris.
There's off now.
Okay. Right, let's get the scrum going. It's a lengthy one.
Mute.
Ooh. These scrums is such a lottery. I don't know how to see which team to penalize.
Yeah, it is a full-on lottery, eh?
In my opinion, the refs, they have no clue. They just go for the best. They're just.
I've got to say, though, there's been so far no real refereeing controversy in this game. Garces has seems to have handled it quite well.
Yeah. My betting is just frozen up, so I'm not sure whether there's something coming here. Probably a penalty of the scrum.
Shane saying Chelsea to beat Newcastle.
Because I must say, Brent, on the refereeing, Brent, my thinking was that somewhere along the line in these knockout rounds, there's going to be borderline red card call. That's going to spoil the game.
No, I'm with you there, 100%, Chris, 100%. Yellow Cap joining us in the live chat. I have sent him a link.
I felt
working on
the boy I felt for the boy from Ireland who's out the rest of the tournament now. They're probably going to get beat by All Blacks anyway. But if they did get through, it's you never know where you're going to be in 4 years' time, do you? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's for sure. There's interesting scrum penalty. I must say, Sinclair looks to be struggling there. I don't think
with the scrum.
Yeah. The Yellow Cap, we're not planning to go live for the All Blacks game, just trying this as an experiment, but certainly quite enjoyable. And we'll certainly probably do at least maybe one of the semi-finals. I definitely won't be going live for tomorrow's Japan, South Africa, because I'll be at a braai for that one. Things could really get a bit hectic. So it's probably going to be 17-9 at the break.
Yeah, it's like it.
I was also thinking braai tomorrow for the talk game.
Brent, you're calling the 9 points already, trying to put the mocker on him.
Look, I think this is such an easy kick. I don't even think I can put the mockers on him with this one.
You're trying very hard.
I'm trying. If it works, what a pleasure.
Yeah, I'll be grateful. Chris won't be sad. Yes, but they're taking a lot of time, and the clock is running.
I think just to Yellow Cap asking about live and All Blacks game.
This would bring Couch's play into the equation, wouldn't it? What was the?
Oh, the 1-8, eh? Yes, you're right, because he had England to lead by 1-8 at the break and win by 13 plus at like 7-1 or something.
Yeah, and then England kick on in the second half.
So this is ideal for him. There goes the goal.
Yeah. I can't see I cut and paste his. I did cut and paste his video, but I don't see that comment now. Okay.
Anyway, that's half time.
Half time now.
Shane reckons his picture's 4 to 5 seconds ahead of us. You probably, Shane, you're probably more in line with some of the bookmakers. I follow some of the spread companies and that, and I see that we suspend just ahead of what I see. But we'll go and have a look at the latest betting now. Just to mention to the Yellow Cap, I think we'll do the whole All Black game live. But maybe what we can do is go live perhaps just before half time and talk through the halftime break. Just chat about the game and then go off. So that might be a good idea. So if you're keen, let me know, and we can chat, and anybody else who wants to can join us. We'll just do a bit of a halftime review on that game. So yeah, Yellow Cap, let me know if you're keen there.
Yes,
right, halftime 17-9. Well, I suppose, if you backed Australia on the plus, you're not out of it. If you backed England on the minus, you're pretty happy. Yeah.
I'm looking at the points now. The quote is 49.5. Well, it actually dropped to 47.5. So that's too low for me to go under. So I'll just ride out my pre-game bet.
So look if I can get a better view here.
What's that? 48.5. Yeah.
48.5 there. Some bets, and this is a little bit. 11.5.
Yeah, I think.
I'm worried about
that England. England got the last score of that game.
If pushed, I'll go on this, but I'm going to stay out.
So Yellow Cap is asking the best suggested bet for the Ireland game. I must say Yellow Cap, I think Henrik and I are certainly aligned on this, is under 43.5 points. We think that's going to be a tight game. Points are going to be like hen's teeth. So under 43.5 there in that game is where we'd be going. So 48 and what did we say? 48.
With the football,
points.
Brent.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you were asking about the football, Brent. With the football, League One, Wickham and Sunderland, a game that everybody's going to be huge interest in South Africa from that one for sure.
Wickham
and over 2.5 goals. I think it's about 17 to 20, 9 to 10, something like that. Over 2.5 total goals. I don't fancy that we can keep a clean sheet, and we've got a new manager, and that might get us scoring. And then there was Bournemouth and Norwich, and I don't know what price it is, but it looks booked for goals for me, and I would say that over 3.5 would look on, which should be I'm guessing, but I would have thought round about even money, maybe 11 to 10, something like that.
Right. Oh, someone else has joined you, I see. Let me just pop in. Oracle's here, gentlemen. Interested to get his views. Let's bring him on. Oracle?
Oracle's there.
You there, Oracle? The light's on, but nobody's home.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oracle, can you hear us?
Trying.
Maybe. Oracle? Maybe try again, Oracle.
Here he is, I think.
Waiting for the guys in the live chat to say that this is the best.
I heard him now.
Oracle?
He hasn't gone yet. He's going.
I see him.
Ah,
I can't hear anything yet. Why can't I? I can't.
we can hear you, Oracle. In the meantime, morning to Southpaw, who's joined us there from the UK. South, of course, is on Australia Plus South. Interested. What do you thought of that first half? Are you happy with your bet? I mean, you're definitely not out of it.
I'm on live. Yes, I'm on your Wi-Fi. But I can't hear anything.
His wife's
Morning,
not
sir.
I don't know why.
Let me just tell Oracle in the private chat we can hear you.
I can't hear them.
Mama, when are we going to meet?
we can tell him we can hear Debbie as well.
Oracle. Okay, he's going to try and come. He's going to try and come in again.
Oh, God. Help.
So Brent, no off-time bets for you.
I don't think so. Hey, I'm a little bit worried about the handicap still. Although I still think England have got much more to show than what they've shown so far. So I think I'm just going to sit tight. What's the biggest total points line you've seen?
Well, I only have Betway open here, and it's at 49.5.
Right. I want to actually just...
If you take that 2 quick tries, there hasn't been that much scoring. So that I like the under 49.5 a bit, but I'm still happy with just my pre-game bet. So I'm probably just going to stick with that.
I might be tempted. I must say, I'm going to have a look around now. Pop onto. I don't know if GG do points in running, but let's have a look at them as well.
No, normally they don't.
Oh, they don't do the points in running. Okay. Let me just post this for yellow cap under 43.5 points in the Ireland game. Shane's gone off to charge his phone. Southpaw saying he's worried that the Aussies punch themselves. Oh, we got a couple of guys coming joining now. Let's just have a quick squiz down below here. We got Swing Low or RB. Let's bring him in. RB has it.
Vanu. Up the palms. Half-time handicap cashed in.
What was the score? Oh, the Poms. And what was the score in your son's game?
Nah, I think it was on 6. I think you would have lost money there.
I did the right thing, saving my money. Let's see if Oracle can hear us now. Oracle? Oracle, I know you can't hear me, but you can see me. This could potentially be yours. Oracle, I know you can't
I can hear you now. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you, Oracle?
Yeah. What? Just 1 second. I got to do it now. Give me a second.
Okay, excellent. Sean, have you been able to watch some of the game?
Yeah, I watched some of it. The English just more clinical, and I think Australia are going to be dangerous. You know, they look dangerous at times, but I just think England will have too much for them. I think England by 14.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes out. I'm certainly not nervous on England at this point. I don't see anything that really worries me. But having said that, I just know a couple of mistakes or something like that, and all of a sudden Australia, if Australia do get within a score, then it's going to get very, very tense indeed. So, anybody doing anything? Anybody doing anything at halftime? Any halftime bets?
I haven't placed anything, but I actually.
What's the handicap now, Brent?
Yeah, handicap is 11.5.
No, my overs play. I don't think it's home and goals by any means, but
Yeah, so Chris is sitting tight. Gavin, I'll bring it up now.
11.5.
We got 11.5 at Sunbet. Minus 11.5 England, plus 11.5, 10 to 11 Australia.
So England must win the.
Brent, I got to tell you, what I've seen here, I think Australia just made a couple of mistakes. I mean, there was the one runaway try. if I'm on Australia, England minus here, I'm a little bit concerned, but I'm obviously not, so I'm not worried. This Australia will come back. They came back against Wales. Australia going to have a very big half here. I'm not concerned at all. I wouldn't in your pocket, Brent. I'd keep it on the table, ready to send it with a courier pigeon to get it to me.
I love it. Very, very confident. Southpaw there coming in Moanga, man of the match at 9-1. Guys, what do you think Oracle about points in this half? Points line's about 49.5.
Yeah, and then currently we're sitting at 16-9. So what's that? 26. Yeah, this can open up. I wouldn't go under here. This can open up.
No, I don't agree.
Sorry, 17-9, 26. I think it can open up here. I would be scared to go under here.
Yeah, interesting. I would say I would be unders here. I must say. I think
unders.
And overs. Just posting something on Twitter. Yeah, I haven't moaned about the ref yet. People must be wondering what's wrong with me.
Sorry, I better say hello. Hello, Henrik. Hello, Chris. I haven't said hello to you in a guys in a while. Missed you.
Yeah, load shedding.
Unfortunately, Brent, I'm not going to stay with you for the whole game. I met my mate on the internet on the TV. Doesn't have DSTV this week. So I'm going to be leaving in a few minutes.
What?
I'll come back after the game.
No problem. Yeah, we'll do a quick. We'll do a wrap up after the game.
They're all laughing at you.
Oh dear. So Oracle, you confident, but
I'm very confident, thank you. After what I saw.
Nah, England.
My son, not so much. He tells me I've gone the wrong way. When I said, we're doing quite, we're doing okay there. And he said, who's we? I said, the Cohen family. He goes, yeah, I don't know.
Now, Brent, your 500 rand is safe as houses there. You can actually just bank it now.
Right, so
I'm
I'm
going to
going
that 500 rand.
I'm going to get.
You can actually just bank it now.
Okay, I'm going to come back after the second half. Okay, enjoy. I'll see you guys later.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
I'm also not going to stay for the whole second half.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can pop on at the end if you can for a wrap up. Hopefully, I'll be in a good mood. But yeah, these are actually running from everywhere. That was the Oracle gone. I don't know what the people at the Bri think of the Oracle.
He's going to be sad. In 40 minutes, he's going to be very sad.
Brent, well, we've got Sean and it's half time. I'm sure that Sean. I'm sure Sean will be on Liverpool tomorrow.
Chris, Liverpool -1 in the handicap. I think that's
Sean,
the
if you
best way
can
to
hear
get
me, I'm
money.
sure you'll be on Liverpool tomorrow at Old Trafford, eh?
No, definitely. I think tomorrow is the turn of the guard. We're finally gonna. I think Liverpool's gonna put in a performance 3-4-0. I think it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Southpaw reckons on that one because he
was
normally
tough,
goes Liverpool
but
over
it was
2.5 goals.
I fancy him as well, to be honest.
No, I think United. I don't know what team they're going to put out, but I can't see.
Yeah, Southpaw, another big Liverpool fan, yeah. Was there talk that Salah was doubtful or something? One of the big three up front. Was it Salah?
Yeah, it was Salah, but we full strength. I know we full strength, and just for me, if you had to take that United team, if all the United teams of the last 30 years had to be in a league, the current team would be bottom of that league by a country mile. So I think it's the worst United I've ever seen.
I get the feeling, I think that's very common. I get the feeling Chris is hearing us a little bit after we're talking, it's perhaps not synchronizing 100%.
Yeah, they're shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
He's a bit behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, enjoy the second half. I'll phone you. We'll swing low together. I'll wait for the Oracle to join, and then I'll join in. Enjoy, boys.
Before you go, Sean, there's Southpaw's bet over 1.5 goals bank at around 8 to 11.
Could
and
be.
has your son got another game now or not?
He's got another game in about 5 minutes.
Okay, Brent, I'm gonna duck out for a while.
Hundreds. Shot, Chris. We'll chat to you guys later.
Yeah, cheers,
Sean,
boys.
what's the
See you now.
handicap on your son's game?
No, I'm not gonna do a line here. But it just could be. I could be losing ammo. Whatever line I put, I'm scared. Last game of the season, motivation is low. I'm scared.
Excellent. Cheers, Sean.
Cheers, boys.
Shot. I'm just chuckling, Henrik. I mean, Oracle comes on. You'd think Australia leading by 7 points the way he talks, eh?
No. But the thing is, he always backs his pre-game pick, and he'll get under him at halftime again. I'm on the handicap. I think England's the way to go here as well. And -11, England has to win this often by 4 points. And I think England will pull away here. I can't see Australia staying in it, but I can't see a lot of scoring by Australia. They haven't really looked like scoring a try. So that's my feeling.
I've kind of hesitated. I was certainly considering I might just see how the second half starts, and perhaps if there is an early score, possibly look to the unders then. But let's just. I think we watch this one and just hope for, as you say, you'll be hoping for England and under 50.5, and I'll be hoping for England by 9 or more.
Yeah, I think if Australia score first, I will back England on the minus.
Just interesting. Shane saying, "What a legend, Oracle." I don't think anyone can argue with that, Shane. He certainly is very unique and one of a kind, and he's full value. You get entertainment out of Oracle, and I can tell you the thing about Oracle is he does put his money where his mouth is. So he's not just the guy who's coming mouthing off. If he likes something, he backs it, and that's why every now and again he disappears for a few months because he has to recover. Cool. What happened there? Did Hodge take that?
Hodge took the kick and then he was tackled out, so it's England line out.
All right. So this is a result. If the game ended like this, I'd win by -7.5, but lose my -8.5. So it'd be a slight profit because my 7.5 is slightly bigger, but I don't want it to come to that. I really don't.
So you want England to win the second half?
Yeah, for sure. That's all I need.
Oh, Pocock almost. Oh, it's from the side.
Geez, somebody came in from the side there.
Clearly from the side.
Hey?
That was clearly from the side.
Yeah, no. Geez, that was crazy.
Oh
no.
My God.
Oh, no. Hands like feet, man. Come on, man. Shit. That was shocking from Daly. No, you can't play like that. If England are going to play like this, then I'm in trouble. But I've got to say, I'm lucky there. I thought the Aussie came right in from the side. Geez, that also looked offside.
Ooh. He looks so dangerous from the back.
Yes, he looks bad, dangerous.
If Australia do score, I hope it's got a better scoring because I've got a long term on him being a top Australian try scorer, and Dana Petty is one ahead of him at the moment.
Okay, so he's actually one behind. I didn't realize that. Here he goes, but it's not going to be him.
It's going to be him.
It is him. He scored. What a call, Henrik.
Good. Yeah,
I'm in trouble, yeah. Oh,
yeah. I'm going to back England now.
Hey?
I'm going to back England on the minus now.
Yeah. Geez, that was awful, though, hey?
Yeah.
Flip a terrible defense. Yeah, well, it was a good try. Well, there you got your try.
Yeah, now he's level with added Petty, so it's half the odd if the bet comes through and if it stays like that.
Chris McGowan is. He did say Australia would come back in the second half. Look, if they're going to come back, I'd rather they score early. There's still plenty of time for England. But try got a very good try.
Brent Elliot Daly on the outside there.
Yo, no, he burned him. But it's Daly. I'd get him off the park, honestly. The Oak's done nothing. I mean, that hands there was ridiculous. It was schoolboy hands.
Yeah.
It was pathetic.
Oh, that shocking defense.
No. Get him off the park. Get him off. Thanks for coming. Get him off. Send him back to England as far as I'm concerned. Jeez, that was terrible. Yo.
Sure, now it's close, eh?
Yeah, no, now it's close. Look at Checker going mad.
Yes, I love him.
Yo.
So what's the handicap now? 5.5. Tick to come.
5.5, yeah. I'm in a bit of trouble here. It's not too hard a kick, eh? He put it up, he ran under a bit, eh?
Easy.
It's
over.
1 point in it. 2, was it? Yeah, 2 points in it.
1
1
point.
point. Even my maths is going now. Okay, that is not the start I wanted. I've got to say it all stems from I said there's no refereeing decisions the first one, but I thought that Australian was well offsides there coming in.
Yeah, clearly from the side at that ruck. Clearly.
But irrespective of that, though, it was just poor from England. Gee, I mean, Daly could have picked that ball up. That was shocking. Anyway, it's a good game. Let's face it, from a entertainment perspective.
Bad start for both of our bets. That.
No, I don't like good games. I like winning games. Oh, I was worried he's going
to. I haven't taken the minus yet. I was hoping for lower than 5.5.
Yeah, I thought you might get about 3.5 now, eh?
Yeah, I was hoping for 3.5.
Yeah.
So I've stayed out.
Yeah, 5.5 would be.
I really wanted to take the minus, but at 5.5, I'm not going to take it. England need to score next, obviously. Yeah. Sure.
Good running line, that.
Forward.
Did look a bit forward.
Missed it.
I wouldn't have complained. Let's put it that way. There could be a penalty to Australia.
Oh, yeah, that was. I thought it was
Australia were unlucky there.
Yeah.
I suppose, you know what? I sympathise with these rugby refs. There's just so much to watch at every turn. It's got to go wide and quick now, man, boys.
Oh, Pocock's on the ball. Oh,
he just fell off his feet, thankfully.
It's on.
Oh, Watson.
Oh.
I must say, Watson's looked dangerous. He just hasn't had quite enough space.
Yeah, I agree. Oracle must be smiling after that. Stop
yeah.
For a second. Oh, what a line. Try.
What a pass.
Beautiful line. Beautiful line.
Beautiful
okay,
line.
Now my bet is probably, my bet is in a lot of trouble now.
Yeah, the under, was it 48 points to the kick to come. 40 points. Yeah, you're battling. Oh, yeah, I'm relieved.
My bet's probably gone.
I'd say Chris is looking pretty good at this point.
But maybe I should take a bit of unders now. Because it was two quick tries.
Yeah, what's the line now? Let's have a quick look there.
58.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look at the unders now.
What have we got? 40. Yeah. Sure, that was a good hit back.
Wow. Over.
Yep, that was a nice quick hit back by England, I must admit. And what a beautiful pass and a beautiful line. One stage I thought he was going to stop before the line here. I was a bit worried. He looked like he pulled up. And the handicap now is?
I haven't had a look. I'm trying to take the unders.
10.5 now. It's 10.5.
Yeah, okay. You should have taken the 5. I'm trying to get them under.
They need to exit properly now. Like what you said earlier, there's got to be good exits. That looks like a brilliant exit. I don't know why people don't just kick it deep more often, you know?
Yeah.
Oof. Go, over, boys. Oof. That could also have been called for, but I'm willing to let it go. Come on, a maul. It's scrum.
I'm trying to get under some total points now, but I'm struggling. Gee, the betting keeps changing. Just
You know what?
wanna
Betting, betting in running, I don't know if it's like that around the world, but our South African companies in running, and I think it is probably the same, the betting suspends so quickly. And also the problem is that the feeds are probably a bit different. So half the time you think you've seen it live, but you're a few seconds behind. And I've had games where I've been trying to get on live, and I just cannot get on. The markets change, or they suspend the markets. Can be frustrating. But I think Bert joining us in the live chat now, great game. And I have to agree with that. Let's take everything else aside. This has been a quality quarterfinal in terms of entertainment so far. It's probably, it's probably been a little bit more than what I would have expected. Probably the defenses haven't been as good as I would have expected. Let's put it that way.
No, I agree with you. I expected better defense as well. I actually got under 58.5 now. So
okay, good. Well, we'll pull for that one. Look at the scrum now. That's got to be a arm. It's got to be an arm for England there. Thank you.
That is 3 points coming up.
I like to see that scrum dominance coming in, Henrik.
Yeah, that was a nice one because, like you said, Sinclair he struggled in the first half.
Yeah.
Probably Australia probably didn't concentrate properly on that scrum. Gee, properly got under in there. Wow.
Shane's going to charge his phone and he's going to come back and join us. He's enjoying the live chat. I must say, it's quite fun. It's a little bit easier than tweeting live. It's tweeting, you've got to type up.
Yeah, you miss some of the game when you type out.
Yes.
The points keep flowing.
Yeah, look, they're flowing now.
At least it's the right team for you.
Hopefully the bookies see this and push the line of the Ireland-New Zealand game up a point or two.
Yeah, so we can get on again. I'm much more involved there than I am here. So it won't be
you're going to be more involved in that game. Yeah, I think I'll probably end up being similar, depending on how this game goes, to be honest. Just Victor making the point there, Sporting Bet's quick bet was excellent when they still had lots of points offers. And Sporting Bet, get that ball on, lad. Sporting Bet, when they changed their website, remember they used to have individual team points and stuff. Like,
yes.
And Victor makes a good point. They did away with that, and I've never understood that. Because, it's such lack of markets. And as much as I do like their site, and I'm quite happy to play with Sporting Bet, I preferred the markets they used to have. I was very disappointed when those markets fell away.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also enjoyed them, especially the team points and team tries and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been limited properly with them the last couple of weeks.
Is it at Sporting?
Yes, at Sporting Bet, so they limited me. Like I can't even get R100 bet on now, so probably not going to bet much longer.
It's hard. It's depressing, that I must say.
So I'm going to mute my mic at times because my children keep running in and out of the room.
Yeah, cool, man. And if you do need to pop off or whatever, don't worry, I'll go solo. But I do enjoy having you on here. So if you can hang around in the background, that's great.
I'll stay on a bit, but I'm not going to stay till the end of the game.
No, that's fine. I'm hoping the Oracle will pop back near the end.
I have to drive before the next game starts to about 15 kilometers.
Oh, yes, you're going to Durbanville, yeah.
Yeah, to the race course. Will actually be my first time I'm going there.
Okay, I've never been to Durbanville. I've been to Kenilworth.
Okay, yeah, I've been there.
I hardly ever go to the track anymore. Oh, what a lovely kick.
Great kick.
That's why I expect to see a lot more of from England now. Is that?
No, it wasn't late.
Oh, good. Because I looked down and then I looked up and I saw an Aussie prone. And I was like, oh, shit. Please tell me that's not late.
No, it wasn't late. Definitely not.
Yellow Cap saying, who reckons Aussie can do this? I've just taken a punt on them at 8-1.
Sure.
Certainly not Henrik or I, Yellow Cap, but you never know. They certainly are a side that can come back. I just get the feeling that England is starting to wear them down a bit now, Henrik.
Yeah, it looks like it, right? And it's going to be interesting how the replacements go now tomorrow, especially at fly-off.
Oh,
And
geez, how's that big white moustache? Yes.
early replacement, eh? 52
Yeah, it
minutes.
is early. I guess
For a
they feel
fly-off.
they got to do something now.
Get a bit of creativity in the back line.
Ooh, shit, but you can't use your own lineup.
Stolen.
This is England. It's been far from a human perfect performance, I suppose. Credit to Aussie. I mean, they're contesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Australia are dangerous.
Ooh.
Big caps, yeah, big caps. Ooh, good tackle.
Shift.
Yeah,
Penalty.
fair penalty. Definitely rolled away a little bit slowly there. What do Aussie do now with a penalty? Go for posts?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think? I'll take the 3 points still.
I think I would at this stage of the game still. Yeah, you'll go back for
take
it.
the 3 points. Lots of time.
27-19. Yeah, I think I'll still take the 3.
Yeah, you have to take the 3. It's not as difficult.
If it was on the touchline, maybe not, but I guess you got to take it there.
No, you have to take it.
That was poor.
Oh, good skill. Good skill.
What was that, Rory Arnold?
Yeah, that's a long one. He's tall. Oh, they're kicking for the corner.
They're going for it. Well, look, Australia got a hell of a driving maul.
England just have to keep them out now. Yeah, if they score now, you're in trouble.
Yes.
I'm also in trouble with my points, but your handicap will be in trouble as well.
Yeah, this is an important part of this game, no doubt.
About
it from the match and the handicap point of view.
Oh, Roman, what? Oh, almost stolen. Oh, that's offside. Yeah, and I got it back, but that ball went from one Aussie to another who was standing in front of him.
I'd like to see that again, but
if anything, accidental offside.
Yes, that's scrum. Oh shit, but he's letting him through there. This is crucial. England have to hold it here.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's
almost. It's penalty. Surely to take the 3 now. Oh,
hopefully it comes to that.
Yeah. Kill it. Is that not forward? Wow. Oh, out wide. There's trouble out wide. Trouble. Kill him. Could have been. Oh,
he fell.
Take him out. Holding on.
Go back to the penalty. Yeah.
No. But surely they take 3 points now.
I would think so, Henrik. I think so. They should. I would think they take the 3 now.
They have to.
It's a gift for you. They've got to take it.
Agree. But I think England will be happy to. Oh, they're taking the scrum.
Oh, they're going to scrum.
Yeah, I think. Curtly Beale signaled for the scrum. Oh, they're going to scrum. Yeah, here comes the forwards. Oh no, changed his mind.
They're going to scrum. Yeah, they're going to scrum. Interesting. So they're certainly wasting enough jolly time, eh?
Yeah. I think England.
It won't be a sec, Henrik.
Okay, no problem. I think England would have been happy to concede the 3 points there. So yeah, this is different. England have to keep them out here. Big moment in the game.
It's interesting that they're scrumming. I would almost think that England, of the 3 decisions, England might be happiest with this one.
Although, yeah, I think England would have been happy to concede 3 as well. I think.
Yes.
It's still more than a score out.
Yeah, you're right. They would have been happy to concede the 3 there. Anyway, let's hope for a big scrum here.
Need some big scrum.
Getting under pressure.
Gee.
Worried Gavin's courier pigeon's going to arrive to collect.
Gavin. He likes a side bet, eh?
Yes, he loves the side bets. Yeah, when I went to watch his kid play rugby, we had about 400 side bets going, but he definitely had a bit of inside info. And And then we went to rugby at Loftus that afternoon, and I won it all back for him plus more. And I'll give credit to him as well. The next week he got my bank details and he paid it.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he always pays up. Haven't had a look at the chat properly. Oh, there is
This
a bit
one could
of
take a
chat.
couple of minutes still, eh? I think Ozzy, you got something planned here though. Something that they've been.
Ooh.
Yeah, scrum will take a while.
Jerome Gus says has no idea what's happening there.
Not a clue. And look, I can't even blame him. I often think,
Yeah.
sometimes I actually think it's impossible for the ref to actually know what's happening. I see
No,
under 59.5 now at 7-10.
Okay. Yeah, they guess the penalty, and most of the time they just go with the attacking team, the team who had the ball, give them the penalty. Nice attacking position here with the scrum in the middle. Yeah, defense is going to be crucial here.
Oh, I'm nervous. It's a good scrum.
Right, they're going right.
Yards. Ooh.
Oh,
Shit.
it's got it.
How did that happen?
Holding on.
Get a penalty. England could get a penalty here. Holding on. Holding on. Oh, come on, Rick. You pointed to the wrong guy, man.
Vunipola was on the ball.
He was all over it. That was ridiculous. That was Garcia's absolutely useless best.
Vunipola was on that ball, clearly. That should have been a penalty to England.
Ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous.
Now it's going to be a penalty advantage for Australia again sometime. Yeah. And normally the French refs, they allow the contest.
They're driving them back slightly here. Ooh,
Oh, that's a no arms tackle.
Hey, over the ball. Nearly. There's a lot of space out wide if they suddenly turn it out.
Yeah.
It's got to drive them back. Oh, that looked forward, God says. Ooh.
On the ball. Oh, come on, Curry, almost Curry. It's out.
There we go.
Please. Score. Nice. Perfect.
I was actually hoping they would find ground though. Come on, you've got to tackle this guy.
Kill him. Down.
Oh no.
Down. That's right. Okay. At least the storm has been weathered.
That wasn't
there.
enough. I'll take it.
Beautiful. Perfect. That was a crucial moment in the game. Then.
Yeah, that was pivotal. Agreed. You could sense it.
For who's going to win the game and for your handicap.
Yeah, that's it.
And for my points.
And for your points, yes. Because you've got a converted try and you still there, Henrik.
Yeah, in my
converted try, you just can't afford anything more than that.
Yeah, and luckily I got under 58.5 in running as well after the two quick tries as well. So if the under 58.5 just comes through, I pull square on the game. Yo, got to bet he's dangerous, eh?
Yeah, he is, eh?
He's deceptively dangerous.
Yeah, he is, and he's got that. Yeah, I mean, he's almost to that low center of gravity as well. He just steps so well.
Yeah, and he's actually faster than he looks as well.
I'd like a big scrum here from England, Henrik.
Yeah, it would be nice if they can get a penalty.
Arm going out here.
Even if they don't get the penalty, I would like the kick here. I would like them to pin Australia back in the 22.
Pin them in their 22.
With 11 points in front, you have to start playing territory now. Long break. Gee, these breaks are getting longer and longer. Eh?
I tell you what, I didn't put the stopwatch on this half. But I tell you what, the halves are just getting incredibly long. We ran that GG gaming competition on the Springbok Italy game. Yes. I think the half ended up being 53 minutes. But I must tell you, there were uncontested scrums in that half, and so I think I reckon we're going to start getting towards an hour for a half of rugby soon.
Yeah.
And I must say, I do find it quite annoying. It's not necessary.
We're actually lucky Ben Skeen hasn't come in here yet because he's the TMO and he loves to come in.
Yes, I haven't heard his horrible voice once. Eh?
Yeah, he's got a horrible voice. Checking footage.
It looks like he's got that voice that says, "I love this job. I love to disrupt. I love to."
Yeah.
He reckons Sinclair could be a potential man of the match at the moment.
Sure, that's a big call after the first half.
Yeah, he's battled it early, but I must say he's come back well. Oh, that looked a bit.
Yeah.
I love these overhead angles of the cameras, though. Eh?
Yeah, I like it as well. Yeah, Ben Skinny, he's got a perfect voice for a TMO.
Yeah.
Very annoying. I'm going to stay with about 5 minutes spent and then I'm going to go out.
You're on 100 shot, Henrik. I'll talk the guys through the rest of it. Hopefully I'm a little bit more relaxed now.
Sorry?
I'm a bit more relaxed, but it's like Gary said on the show last night. When you take a handicap of like 8.5, to be safe, you need the team to lead by 16 points, with a few minutes to go, which is a lot.
Yeah, it's always nice to have that 8+, but
yes.
8 and then the fifth 7 as well. So you would obviously like England to score next year.
It wasn't a great kick. He did what we wanted him to, but it wasn't a great kick.
Ford is on now, I see. Whose place did Ford come on? I didn't see it there.
I didn't see it. No, that's a bloody good kick, though. Oh shit. Well taken by Kurabet. He's the danger man, eh?
So probably
I'm actually pleased they went inside there.
I think Henry Slade would probably have gone off and Tuilagi
outside
intercept.
Forward and into May's hands.
Oh, stop it. Carry over. Oh, yeah. That's all right. It's attacking.
Okay, let's go, England. Swing low.
So Owen Farrell probably into 12 now and Manu Tuilagi into 13. I think Henry Slade would probably be off the block.
I like that because I thought Slade had a bit of a shaky game, to be honest.
Yeah, I was actually excited when he was selected. I like him, but he hasn't been that great. And I think Tuilagi is good at 13.
I tell you what, they're lucky May wasn't taking that on the run, eh?
Yeah, then he would have been gone.
Yeah.
But it was a clever grubber kick by Youngs as well.
Yes, that was a very good grubber. It could have worked out even a lot better. He almost got his worst possible outcome there, which is still a good outcome.
Yeah,
it bounced a bit funny or something, or he could have been carried over the line. So it was a very good one.
There you go, Sinclair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who would you make? It's always difficult to say because if Australia come back, but who would you say could be your man of the match at this point?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm not sure. One of the forwards.
Had a big game, I must be honest. I thought
I'm uncertain because Johnny Mate scored 2 tries, but apart from that, and the intercept hasn't done that much. I think he might be onto something with Laws. I think Laws is a good candidate, but he's been
subbed. The moment the guy subbed, it makes, especially with quite a bit of time to play. Come on, boys. Here comes the maul. Here comes the maul. Here comes the maul.
No, he lost that. But they're probably going to kick out again.
Yeah, they should do now. I want them to go for the jugular now.
Yeah.
Chris saying Curtly Beale always limping and then he runs at full pace. And I think he's actually making a good point there. Because Beale always limping.
Always looks like that. Yeah. He always looks like he's injured and then he goes flat out the next one.
So the betting suspended at the moment there.
Oh, Ben Skeen coming in.
Who's coming in? Ben Skeen. Hopefully it's not an England clean out or something.
I think he's just checking the try.
He's checking the try. You're wasting our time, Ben.
Yeah. He's already got the knock on.
Okay, well done, Ben. Top TMOing there.
Yeah, not wasting any more time. Yeah. That's
actually
good defense.
Very
good defense by White.
Yeah. And who was that making the tackle?
I think it was White on the side, and the other side it was what's that Tongan Thor? What's his name? Brett.
I always mix up these Aussie props. I hardly.
What's his name, man? Can't remember. They call him the Tongan Thor. Plays for the Reds.
I wonder if they'll go for post here. Eh?
Kick out. Kick.
No, they're right in the corner. They must go for the corner.
Have to go for it, yeah. 11 points. Well, if they kick it over, it's 14. No, it's going for the goal. You want to make it. He wants to make it 14 points.
Shit, and I'm not out of I'm still not quite out of range. But still, I think it actually, you know what? 3 points is 3 points in a knockout game, eh? And I suppose England are not looking to beat the handicap; they're looking to win the game.
Yes, yeah, they don't mind about it. And at worst, they can get 2 converted tries against them and go into extra time.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's the right call from them, I think. I'm gonna leave you after this kick, Brent.
Okay, sure, Henrik. Thanks for joining us, man. I'm sure Oracle will pop in. I'll just stay on here with the guys and we'll talk through the rest of this game. I still got a feeling we've got some tense moments ahead.
Yeah. Just hope Australia don't score quickly now.
Yeah, England have got to do a good exit, like that last exit that they did. Recycle once or twice and then get it deep.
Yeah.
Of course, the kick's got to go over first.
Total points at 52. No.
I saw the betting in the top point scorer. There were like 3 of them or 4 of them, all at 11-4.
Yeah, that's close, eh?
I haven't been tracking it.
I'm not sure where that's going. Ooh, it's over.
We can kick, eh?
Okay, cheers, Brent.
Hey, Henrik, thanks.
Cheers. Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game. So how's it to you, hun?
I'll tell him why. Bye.
Not bad. Cheers. Okay, great to have Henrik join us there. So it's just me now talking through the last 15 minutes of this game. England leading 30-16. I'd say since conceding that early try, they can be very happy with their play. Mixed feelings for me there. I was kind of hoping they'd go for the corner and just really pull clear. But I think, I could totally understand the decision they made. Bit of a gamble there with a short kickoff for Oz. Youngs, who's just going up in the air, no doubt about that. Oh, well done. Well done. Let's go. Don't pass. Just keep it in hand. Come. Pocock's over that. That could be a penalty. Ooh. Referee. Ooh. Very unlucky Australia. I thought Pocock did enough to win the peanut there. Inconsistency amongst referees in terms of how they blow the breakdown is quite amazing. I'm with Henrik. I don't mind the way the French guys blow it as long as they're consistent. Hopefully England will play a bit of keep ball now. Maybe kick it down to the corner. There we go. It's uppy. This could be risky, but it's a good kick. I'll take an odge. I don't like to give Australia the ball. Hoping England can force a knock-on or something. Well played. Ooh, danger. Roll, boy, roll. Ooh. Oof, well played. Aussie making their way upfield here, not bad. Don't want the penalty, come on. Here's trouble. Got to get him, Watson. So Kiribati's a dangerous player. I doubt he's my big worry. Here's danger. Oh, well tackled, Farrell. I must say, for me, Farrell's an absolutely great player. Doesn't stand back for anyone in the tackle. Sure, he criticised a bit for the odd shoulder, but overall, I think he's a superb player. Interesting kick. Very interesting kick. Oof. Good play, Australia. Sure, England lucky to get out of that, I think. Crucial period of play coming here. Perhaps more for the handicap than for the match itself, I must say. Let's see what happens. Be interesting to do one of these live streams when you are having a few beers. What's an hour and 45 minutes we've been going now? If I haven't been drinking water, if I was potting, it might be quite interesting to watch. Especially if we've got a couple of them. I mean, I know in Oracle, he's already had a couple. Marla on for England. The Polos had a big game. This is going to be crucial now. I'm hoping to see England contesting this line out. Because a handicap ain't safe yet. Oh, that looks skew as I can be. Surely that will skew. Oh, thank you. Jeez, Gosses, I didn't think you were going to blow that, lad. Yeah, that was right down the left-hand side. Anyway, big mistake there by Australia. That was crucial. You can't butcher a line up like that. When you're on attack, that was poor. So let's just have a look at the betting. Go pop over to Sunbet there. And I'm on the right game here. England minus 14.5. That's at 12 to 10. So the plus 14.5 is 16 to 10 at the moment. Of course, England currently ahead by 14. Effectively betting on England if you take the minus 14.5 at 12 to 10 to win the game. And total points sitting now. What is the line? That doesn't look like we've got the line. Funny lines. This 52.5 at 15 to 10, and at 6 to 10 and 53.5 at 14 to 10. So it looks like the line somewhere around that region. Let's have a good scrum here, England. Come on now. Second shove. There we go. God says, up you go, boy. Oh, boys are cramping there. It looks so. It doesn't be too bad in the stadium for handling and that, but it does look like they're starting to struggle with a bit of cramp and stuff like that. This has got to go midway between the 22 and the 10 meter. I'll take it. Not closer to the 22. Good kick. Nice one, that Chris. I wouldn't say I'm home free yet, but I'm feeling a lot better. I think if England can get another penalty, I'd be happy now. Oh, was it Toji's class, eh? Just such a good player, an absolute athlete of note. Yeah. Let's go, boys. Take your time there. Maul it. That's it. There comes the arm. Okay, happy with that. Well, I wonder what they'll do here. Do you think they'll go for posts? No, it's going to be interesting to see. I would imagine they will, ultimately. And yellow cap popping back onto the show. I guess it's a game for the Palms. I think as far as the match result goes, yes, I agree with you. I don't think they will lose from here. I'm still not 100% confident on my handicap, or I'm confident, but I'm not 100% safe. So hoping they can do it. It's my son in the background coming from an exhausting game of Xbox. Going for the 3 points. Let's just nail this, please. And I'm a converted try up on the cap. And then I can send hopefully soon, I can send my carrier pigeon to fetch my money from the Oracle. Guys, just looking ahead, looking really forward to Ireland, New Zealand. I do think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Even this game, I mean, look how many points there were, and there's now been only 46 points in the game. I mean, it looked like Chris's 45.5 was going to arrive easily. In the end, it has arrived well. But there's always that period in these knockout games where the points dry up, and I think we're going to get that in the New Zealand-Ireland game as well. Oh, I tell you what, Farrell couldn't kick it any more down the middle than he is. England fans go wild, and looking good for the English now with 8 minutes left to play. Yellow cap going to go make his bet now. Go punt there, young man. Where, if you're still watching Yellow Cap, interested to know where you bet, where you're going to take that. But yeah, I'm going to also fire quite heavily into unders of points. Oh, is that not going to go the distance? Ooh, big mistake again by Oz. I think in the end, yeah, England have just been too good for Australia. Australia have thrown everything at them. England have withstood it, and I think England can take a lot out of this performance. They're going to be very hard to beat, hopefully, by when Ireland meet them in the semi-final. Well, of course, it's probably more likely New Zealand, but they'll be tough to beat. So I would like them now just to muscle up a nice scrum penalty now to hopefully seal the handicap as well. Although I'm feeling obviously very confident on that at the moment. I'm sure Oracle will be popping in to say hi after the game. We'll get his views, and also just quickly anyone else who pops in get their views of the next game. We won't do too long a wrap on the game though, because it's already been a long feed. And talking of feed, I didn't get breakfast this morning, so I really need to get something to eat as well. Chris saying, tell me you're not going Ireland on the cap. Chris, I like Ireland. I like them to win the game potentially. But no, my bet is under 43.5 points in that game. That's my bet. I've been those who have watched the shows, and I've been strong on England, strong on the Northern Hemisphere teams, and strong on unders of points. I must say, on the unders, although I'm on a long-term unders, I don't feel I've exploited this World Cup the way I should have. But I'm not leaving Ireland now. I still think I think Ireland have been holding back, and if they're going to have any chance against New Zealand, they better have been holding back. But I do think that this New Zealand side, I've also said it all along, are not the side of the past, and I think Ireland are going to push them very, very close indeed, and hopefully win the game. But yes, under 43.5 is the play. Just put it in the corner there, lad. Nice kick there. That's the sort of pressure play you want. I think England are potentially one of the better sides at closing games out when they do get on top, because they do have, I mean, you could bring a guy like Ford on, you can put the ball on a string, same for Farrell. So, yeah, it's the right tactic at this stage of the game. Let's get over. I was going to throw everything at them now. England have just got to defend now. The mistake will come by Australia. Either a scrum or perhaps a holding onto the ball or something like that. Sweet Chariot ringing throughout the ground. Okay. The mistake did come, but it came from England. Oh, White, really well done. But I'm not 100% sure it was the right move, but we'll see. Took a quick peanut, and here, now they're starting to throw it around. Joseph missed the tackle. Oh, here we go. Watson. You beauty. Right, we'll take that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for Hendrik, though. I just realized as I was doing that, unfortunately, that's Hendrik's England and under 50.5 gone. The comprehensive performance by England. I'm pleased I took the 9-2 Sunbet that they win the tournament before this game started, because I do expect that to shorten. Even if the All Blacks beat Ireland, I'm still expecting England to shorten to around the 28-10 mark, even then, and perhaps even shorter if somehow Ireland can upset them. Whoa. Anyway, very good start to the rugby quarterfinals. As always, you think about this situation, you think I should have gone bigger, but at the end of the day, you know you can't go max bet all the time. I had a nice substantial bet on this, so feeling pretty good about the start of the quarters, and excited for the New Zealand Ireland game. We won't do a full live feed. I wanted to then relax and enjoy that one, and if there's a few guys who would like us to, we could maybe do a 5 minutes before halftime till the kickoff of the second half or something, and just chat about the betting and how the game is going. But we'll see how that one goes. But well played, England. I think top class, and I love playoff rugby. What can I say? It's when you know the guys are going to go for it for the full 80 minutes. Yeah, what was the score? 17-16 at one point, was it? They got within a point. early in the second half, and then England have just powered away. And I think that is what you see there is the strength of England. This is the England side that is going to, if they play the All Blacks, give them one hell of a game. I can tell you, my money will be on English there. Kevin popping in as well, just saying nice call. Thanks, Kevin. Nice when it works out. I did feel a bit worried when I saw some of the guys who were going for Australia, but in my mind, I just couldn't have this Australia side against what I consider to be an excellent England team with one of the best coaches around in Eddie Jones. I think there was a reason why he was happy they didn't play the French. He was more than happy to keep everything in the bag and bring it out when he needs it. And I still think there was more to come from this English side. Australia running it now. I'm at the stage of the game now where I'm not too worried, although I wouldn't really like to score. This Kurabetti, this would help Henrik for his top try scorer bet for Australia. This would put him ahead. Brilliant. Now, flipping hell, now I'm a little bit worried. 40-16, 24. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Even 2 converted tries, I'm okay. So I was a bit worried about the handicap there for a second. Had to do a bit of talking. What are they looking at here? Oh, Ben scheme involved. Oh, it'd be heartbreaking for the boys on Korobetti for top Aussie try scorer if this is not allowed. Here comes Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Rugga Bugger. Sean. Hey, Sean.
How's it, Brent?
Hey, how's it, man? I think they're going to let race over now. England, too good, mate. And I'm hoping this try stands for the life of Henrik, because Henrik's got Korobetti, top Australian try scorer. It did look a bit forward to me, to be honest, but I don't mind. As long as I can't lose my handicap, I'll let them. I'll take this. Hey, no try.
That's what I'm saying, mate. I think
he's blown the forward. Yeah, I think it's the right decision at the end of the day. I think it was forward. Johnny May pulled a hamstring. I didn't realize that. Kevin Turner just saying Johnny May's pulled a hamstring. That's bad news, because May would be a big loss for this England side.
Yeah, that's bad news. I'm not going to make I might be driving when you do the full time thing. So just send my love to that race over. It was never in doubt. It was pay the punters. This granny's pension. This was easy.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'll send your love to Oracle and the gang.
Yeah, lekker. Chat later.
Shot, Shawnee. Thanks for popping in, man. Cheers. Sean Nicholas very happy about this English performance, but Kevin Turner just mentioning there, Johnny May pulled the hamstring. I hadn't realised that. That's bad news. I mean, you can see the fact that May scored those 2 tries. He's an absolutely devastating finisher. Certainly one of the best finishers in world rugby. I mean, he'll be hard to replace for this English side. So that will be a big disappointment if he can't play next week. That will be bad. It's amazing how all of us top sprinters pull the odd hamstring. Takes me back to my younger days. Let's have a look what England can do here now. We're a minute to go. Feel for the boys who won Korobetti. That would have been a nice way to finish at least the group stages for them. 40-16, 56 points. It's been a high-scoring quarterfinal. I remember that Henrik made the point that some of the quarters in 2015 were quite high-scoring as well. Yeah, could have just let him have it. I kind of agree with you there, Chris. I wouldn't have really minded there. Just a reminder to all of you, if you're watching this, I don't think too many people will watch this afterwards, because I could never sit through a commentary of a game after the match when you can't even see the game. But we've got links to the Good for the Game newsletter. The best bet this week was 6 units, England minus 8.5 at 19-20. That went out on Friday. We can't promise winners every week, but hopefully you can add a bit of value to your weekend. And we've also got the link to the World Cup forum thread. That's in the comments below the YouTube video. So go and subscribe to that free newsletter if you haven't done so yet. And, also follow our forum thread. I haven't really popped on there much, but I'm sure there's been even a bit of banter during the game. And, yeah, we've got a couple. Seba King making the last post. I haven't seen him for a long time, but interesting to see what he's up to. Australia now, any chance for Korobetti to get it? Time's up now on the clock. 40-16. You can't ask for more comprehensive than this from England. It really has been a top-class performance against an Australian side that I think he's lacking in key areas. There we go. It's somehow always the way the game is going to end with an Australian mistake. But I'll be keeping an eye now. We won't do a long wrap, but hopefully one or two of the lads might pop in. And I'm thinking in particular about Oracle. Interested to hear his views on the game. Oracle, if you are watching, matey, my carrier pigeons just hit Harry Smith. It's on its way down to fetch my $500. Or maybe we'll put it on hold because I think I've got Ireland plus 12.5 for $500, and you've got New Zealand minus 12.5. So you might yet be able to cancel that out. Interested to hear the guys who have joined us on the stream. If you enjoy if it's worth doing in the future. I must say I've quite enjoyed chatting with the guys. I'm just talking through the game. I do tend to talk too much, so this actually suits me down to the ground. It's been quite fun. Chris, you and I are definitely not shouting together here. Minus 11 New Zealand all day long for me. Look, I must say, based on what Ireland have shown today, I don't argue with that. I've just got a feeling that Ireland are going to have something else coming in. Johnny, ice on the hamstring. Southpaw coming in. Thanks, South. I must admit, when I saw your confidence when I saw you on Oz, I was a bit worried. And I know you had the same feeling when you saw my preview. And you were like, okay, it was one of those things. I think when they got back to within a point, Australia needed to tighten up after that and score. And the fact that England managed to hit back so quickly, that was where this let me not say the game, but that was where the handicap was won or lost. Because I do think that England were largely in control of this game most of the way through. I guess that's the end of Checker now. Guys will be happy about that. I still rate Checker as a coach. I think he's a superb coach. I think he works with limited materials there at the moment in Australia. You've just got to look at the performances of the Australian Super Rugby sides, and I think it's harsh to over-criticise him on that. Let's have a look at the betting while we're here. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and see if any of the boys pop in to join. But let's have a look at the betting Rugby World Cup. And let's have a look at the New Zealand-Ireland game. We've got 12.5 handicap. New Zealand 19 to 20 plus 12.5. 17 to 20 is the plus. Southpaw, small loss for me. Aussie points was my dual main bet with Oz plus. Thought Aussie would outpunch themselves at halftime and did just that. England defence superb. Good. Well, South, I'm pleased you got on that Aussie points as well. It was certainly a high-scoring game, and we can listen now to what Hooper's got to say. Quickly have a look at the betting here. We've got New Zealand minus 12.5. 43.5 points is the line. I'm going unders here. So I'm coming for you, boys. I'll quick look around, but I'm going to be coming for you. On to tomorrow's games, 41.5. I'll be going unders there more than likely. The more the game comes, the more I think France can win it. And then Japan against South Africa. Well, I'm very, very strong on South Africa. Interesting to see Japan have shortened to 17 to 20, and you can get minus 14.5, 19 to 20 South Africa. I like South Africa, and I like them a lot. I'll be taking them. Give it another minute or two and see if Oracle pops in. But if he doesn't, we'll wrap the show up. But thanks to the guys who did join us in the live chat. It's been good. Thanks also to the guys who phoned in, like Henrik and Sean, Chris, and Oracle, of course, himself. It was good chatting to you guys, and different way of watching the rugby. And I must admit, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It probably helped a bit by the fact that at the end my bet did arrive, and good to see the good for the game. Best bet in the newsletter arriving as well. England team now clapping Aussies off, and they'll do likewise for England. And then it's all focused on Australia. So I think let's leave it at that, guys. Thanks very much for joining us. It's been good fun, but I think we'll close it off here. I'm going to go get a bit of breakfast as I see Owen Farrell. Anybody know, sorry, on the live chat, anybody see who's man of the match? Have they announced it yet? I didn't see it. I thought Farrell had a great game with his kicking. I thought he was absolutely superb. And I think credit to Eddie Jones as well. I like Farrell at fly-off. To me, that's still his best position. And I think the fact that he had the guts. Oh, hold on a second. The show is not over, gentlemen, because Oracle has arrived. Gavin?
How's it, Brent?
Gavin,
congratulations.
Thanks, man. I was about to send my
You must have been sweating at 17-16, huh?
I did. I was worried at that point. And I was just saying now on the show, I think that was the crucial stage, and that if Australia could have stayed in the game then, it was a different game. But the fact is that England came and scored that brilliant try straight afterwards. So yeah, look, in the end, it panned out kind of like I expected. And I see Rugger Buggers coming on here as well. It sort of panned out how I expected, but there were certainly moments in the game where Australia could have done things a bit differently and taken control. But we've got another 500 on the Ireland game, so I won't send my carrier pigeon to collect just yet. How's your bride going?
Okay, how's the points? Did you say it was 48 or 41 at half time there? Because they smashed that. I went into the 50s and looked like it could even go into the 60s.
At halftime, it was 48.5, 49.5. Yes, they smashed that. Chris Sturdy took over 45.5 at the start, so that was a comfortable win for him. And Bobby, are you in a moving vehicle now?
It's moving slowly.
Congratulations, Rugger Bugger.
You beauties. Never in doubt, Oracle. Race over.
Oracle, how's the bride going there?
Haven't started buying, just got a curry from the oak next door here. It's not as good as a Hollywood curry, but I'm happy with it. I'm eating it.
I must admit, when I was down in Durban last night, which was a long time ago, unfortunately, I had a Hollywood bunny chow. Oh, they're great, eh? Oh, there's Oracle's on his beers. Sean, you heading home to watch the game?
Yeah, I stopped and got my budget for the booze bill got a lot bigger, when that's in that second half. So I'm just stocked up for the Ireland game. It's going to be good. Yeah, that was sensational. England, or just typical. Wallabies. There are a lot of talk, no action. They've been like this for 4 years. Michael Checker's got to go. They've got to rebuild. And they can't play. Like we said, the 19-year-old out of his depth. They were never. England always had them under control. You would feel.
Dylan, who did you say should be man of the match? My son says Corabetti should be man of the match, Chris.
He definitely. I tell you what, he played a bloody good game. I wouldn't argue with your son there. I think he was probably amongst the best performers on the field, although I can't see them giving it to an Aussie. Although the corresponding fixture, if you want to call it that, remember when Australia beat England in the group stage, it wasn't a corresponding fixture, but in 2015 they gave it to the English guy. I think it was one of the English forwards got the man of the match, despite the fact that they took a pounding. But if anybody does know who got man of the match, let us know. I would have given it to Farrell, quite frankly. I thought he was superb.
Who was the man of the match, though? England number 6 got man of the match. England number 6, whoever that is.
Is it Underwood or I always mix the guys up there, but okay, fair enough. I mean,
6.
Right, they played well. Anyways, man. So
on that points line for Ireland, New Zealand, what's that points line done today? Has it moved?
Not really, Sean. It's 43.5 still. I haven't looked at conditions yet, but we'll go and have a look. But I think, the fact that this was a high-scoring game, I'm not expecting big, but it might just mean that, it stays around that level or perhaps gets popped up to 44.5.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the humidity, once we get pictures, just to see just how humid it actually is there.
Let me actually quickly, while you guys are talking, I'll quickly pull up.
Tom Curry won the man of the match.
We should have known when you got given a curry, but
that's your omen, Oracle.
Yeah. Tell them that it's Gavin. If only that guy gave you the curry at the start of the match, you could have made some money.
Yeah, what's the dessert there? What's on the dessert menu?
Sorry?
What's on the dessert menu? Because that's the man of the match for the next game.
Yeah. What? You got dessert, Trevor? They're asking what's for desserts. So they want to see, because curry got man of the match. I'm having curry. They reckon the dessert's going to win the man of the match in the next game.
Guys, I'm going to pull up
some Mwanga beer.
I'm going to pull up. Let me just do this quickly. The humidity levels look quite high, guys. I'm going to pull it up now quickly. Just got to find it here. Here we go. 40-day long. This is I just took the link on Chris's preview. Can you guys see that there? I don't know if you can. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. But essentially, what we're looking at here, is fairly substantial humidity by the looks of it. I'll just see. Hopefully,
I can see that I'm going to be robbed flying from Joburg to Cape Town for 2,100 rand, though. Surely I can do better than that.
Yeah, you should be able to. So there we go. Got 83% humidity, so it's pretty humid. So I like the under 43.5 as a good call.
Yeah, I think what are the
I don't know. I think that's sorry.
I'm saying the first scoring play is the New Zealand penalty. What are the odds for that?
First scoring play?
Jeez, that must be 4 to 10 or 5 to 10. 3 to 10, 4 to 10. No. Penalty will be probably about 6 to 10, 7 to 10. No, it could even be even money actually.
What, any penalty or one of the teams, Sean?
New Zealand penalty first scoring play.
Yeah, it's probably even money or 11 or 10 maybe. I don't know.
Not a market I look for.
Shorter, but no.
I'll find it.
No, I don't either.
First scoring play. Let me go on to. I'm going to pop onto World Sports Betting because I kind of know their site quite well. Have a quick look there. And otherwise, any thoughts on the handicap for you in the Ireland New Zealand game, Sean?
I'm just worried about the humidity. I think with the humidity factor, if you can still get 12.5, I think that's the way to go. I know that Gavin's on double or nothing on his 500, but I think I'd be sweating a bit if I was him, and that's not because of the curry.
Just to tell you, on World Sports Betting, we've got 18 to 10 New Zealand.
Yeah, that's a good play.
New Zealand, I think first score. You know why? Because they can score a try. That's why. And also, this humidity is not going to affect New Zealand. This humidity will affect Ireland. It won't affect New Zealand. New Zealand are the best team in the world. I don't know. They're not going to drop the ball and fumble it. And look, I like I said last night, go under Ireland points here. Don't go under the total. Go under Ireland. That's the safe bet.
I'm going to leave in closing. I'll say New Zealand first scoring play and Ireland plus 12.5. Those are safe. Put that in and cash it later.
Excellent. Guys, I'm going to go have some breakfast. Oracle, enjoy the rest of your curry and dessert. Chris is with the Oracle. Chris, don't make your problems ours, mate. No, just kidding. We'll see what happens. But I like the Irish on the plus, but my bet under 43.5. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Sean.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, Oracle. Guys, thanks for joining us in the live stream. And if anyone's watching this after, you can subscribe to our channel. It was certainly good fun chatting about the game. Certainly like to do it again sometime. It was good and very pleased the game went well for me. Enjoy Ireland, New Zealand. It should be a cracker.